Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Luckily, you're not here though. Or even more luckily, you're not in the north of Thailand, in the Chiang Mai regions. Now, looking behind me, everything looks pretty normal. But as you probably know, the north of Thailand has had some horrendous flooding. And where does all this flooding end up? Well, it ends up in this river right next to me. So, if you can see behind me there, everything kind of looks normal. Up until about 300 yards along the road there behind me, there's a big pool in the road where the road sort of dips down. And it's not so much that the river's coming through, but as I'll show you in a minute, there's drains on the road that have pipes that just go down to the river. And if the water level comes up to those pipes, it runs up the drains onto the road. So that's what's happened back there. Now, I'm going to spin you around. If you go about 500 metres that direction, there is a bridge that goes over our local river. Now, our local river level has risen so much that it can't compete with the height of this river. So what does it do? Well, it just spreads out to both sides. And it's taken up most of the land across there. There's a couple of bird houses. Now these things, when the guy built them, he did build them on stilts. And he built them high up, I would probably say about 20 feet off the ground. And I cycled past the other day, and there was a guy working underneath them, and the water was up to probably about his shoulders. So it's quite bad along there. That's not coming from this river, it's coming from the river that meets it. I can't even get along there. Yesterday morning I managed to go along on my bike to see Chris. I can't get to his house anymore. He can't actually get out because the water, he's got a gate similar to this, and the water's actually at his gate all across the road here. Now it's not coming through the drains. That's the drains I'm on about. It's not coming through the drains, it's coming over. The river has actually burst over the bank down at his bit, because the road, it drops about 10 or 15 metres between my house and his house. So at the moment we're lucky. But if you have a look at the river, although it's very spectacular looking, in fact it's incredible, it's brilliant. If it stayed this level all year, all the time, it would be great. I would have a canoe, I would have a jet ski, I'd be out there mucking about in the water. But it doesn't, it goes away down. Now that's these blue pipes I'm talking about. Now last night before I went to bed, the water was about 3 inches below that pipe. So it's still coming up slowly. Although we have been told that that's the worst of the flood water down now, so it should start dropping. It is gorgeous. I mean, there's no denying it. The thing we've got to contend with here is we're actually, for the past couple of days, we've been watching people's lives floating past us here. Bits of fence post, bits of house. There was actually an island, not a very big island, but there was like what looked like a whole island floated past. We thought it was going to get stuck here because right in the middle there's an island, and it's probably only a metre deep. So it floated right past us all the way down. It's probably still going, it's making its way to the sea. I don't know what sea it is, South China Sea, something like that, I don't know. But yeah, and as you can see, we get lots and lots and lots of plastic collecting here. It doesn't last long. The locals come down with like bikes with trailers on them, with big netting on, with big bits of netting on it, and they collect all this plastic and they take it to the recycling centre and they get paid for it. So they do clean it up. It doesn't just get left. A lot of it in the middle, yeah, probably will make its way to the sea, which is pretty bad really. I mean, how this plastic ends up in here, I don't know. So I'm going to jump on the push bike, and the next time you see me, I will be heading along there and let you see what's going on. Okay, so let's take a wee cycle. Now, there is absolutely no way I'm attempting to cycle through this because it will probably come up to about my shins. And I cycled through it the other direction yesterday, and it was just up touching my pedals when I was cycling. And it wasn't easy to cycle through it. So this is where it is actually coming over the riverbank here at this side now. It wasn't yesterday. You can see it over the path here. This is a big dip, a very big dip in the road, and a low lying bit. Why they didn't build this up and make this road level, I don't know. But anyway, it is what it is now. So it is deep. It goes up to about your waist in the middle there, so there is absolutely no way I'm cycling through that. The kids were in it yesterday swimming because it's just river water, so they use it as a big swimming pool. So let's take a wee cycle in the other direction. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but you can see the river's you can see where the river gets closer and closer to the path here. So let's go the other way. And we'll also try and knacker my dog out so it sleeps all day. So, passing the house. Now I can't even get to the birdhouses to show you those because it's just too deep. And the bridge is like a small humpback bridge in the distance. You probably can't see it. But either side of that bridge is just completely flooded. The river runs down the other side of that house there, under the bridge and into here. Now, yesterday, I managed to take the scooter through this. And then later on in the afternoon, I actually managed to cycle through it. And my feet, the soles of my feet were just touching the water. The river has actually burst the banks here. It's coming over the path now. You can probably see it there. But this again is a low spot. It goes to the bridge. The bridge goes up and over. The bridge I can see in the distance is perfectly okay. But the other side of the bridge where Chrissy's house is, it's flooded all the way along to the next road that comes down for the main road. Now we're supposed to be going swimming this morning, but Chris can't get out his house, so we're knocking that on the head today. But these people have just built a wall around this plot of land, and they're planning on building a house here. I don't know if they're going to reconsider now. I mean, the water it's actually up against the wall there. if they're going to build a house, they will put soil in here, and they'll probably take it up to the level of this first wall panel, which will take them out that sort of risk zone of being too low down. It'll probably take them up to the same height as what we are at road level. So looking back, it doesn't look like there's that much of a rise heading back towards us, but there's quite a substantial difference in height. So I'm hoping, for everybody else's sake around here, and for the people in North Thailand, that this starts to subside and we don't get any more storms. I believe this was the result of a tropical storm up north. We knew it was coming, we knew we were going to get this, and luckily, before the storm happened, the river level actually dropped by 10 metres in about a week. And in the space of about 5 days, it came back up 10 metres. So it goes up and down quite quickly. So that's it, guys. That's the situation, the sit rep in the Don Nang Hong region. So yeah, heading back along. Now the thing is, if the water does come up over here over the road, that's a massive big slope down the back there. It's going to run down the back, probably all round us, because we've raised the land up and we're level, whereas everything slopes away at the back here, so it'll all run off behind us. And there's big sort of flood channels along there, so it should end up in those. But it does look great. We're getting some fantastic bananas just now as well. So that's it, guys, for this one. Hit that subscribe button, guys, notification bell, give me a wee thumbs up. I will see you very soon, and I'll give you an update if anything serious happens with this river. But I'm expecting it today to start dropping. That's what we've been told. We get updates from the head of the village. There's a line page, and they update it quite often. They also put tannoys out for people that don't have TVs, don't have mobile phones and things. That generally goes out about 5:30 in the morning, wakens you up. So I will catch you later, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, and I will see you later. Cheers for now. Bye bye.